Everybody, Red October here. Today is June 26th, Sunday. So, working on my second cup of coffee, watching some videos, reading some comments on the last video I did. It was a little fun video, and I saw that my friend Pops Quest Rob did a VR, so that was fun. And you know, it brings a certain joy, a certain smile to my face. How we can all interconnect here across the United States. You're making friends from the West Coast to the East Coast, to the far north, Montana, all the way down south here to Texas. I love how we can all connect and communicate and keep up with one another. And along the way, you know, we make friendships. We make a lifetime of friends here on YouTube, and I love this community. I love that you can get with like-minded folks and talk about things of interest. For most of us that are in this circle, it's about the Second Amendment, gun reviews, some survival stuff, prepping. Just like-minded folks, good folks. There's a lot of good people here, and I just want to take a moment just to say that I'm thankful to be a part of this community. I don't think we say it enough, that we thank each other for our friendships. I hope that I make an impact on some of you that view these videos. There's some of you that I communicate with on a daily basis. You know who you are. And but outside of this, you know, we all have our normal lives, our families, our jobs that are not always exciting or sometimes have troublesome. But at the end of the day, or I guess for me, it's in the morning and sometimes throughout the day, and in the evening, I'm logged into YouTube just to see what's going on with you guys. It's almost like this is what I come home to, is to see what's new, what's happening, and I try to keep up with the comments as best as I can. There's some videos I just haven't gotten around to viewing, not because I don't want to. It's just the time, balancing out between work and home life, and just making sure I spend enough time with my family, my wife and the kids, and just to enjoy this life, enjoy it. And I think that sometimes we get so caught up on our mission, our views on this YouTube when it comes to whatever it is we want to talk about, you know, religion, rights, communities, events that take place in the world. We get so caught up in it and emotional tied into it that we forget to enjoy this life too, because in time, you know, it's going to pass. Whatever events are happening are going to pass. It doesn't mean we shouldn't fight the good fight. But at the same time, don't lose sight of your own life, of your own goals and mission, and those around that are dependent on you or that look towards you for advice and support. And I think we lose focus on that. We get so caught up in, you know, being tactical or being prepared, food-wise, ammo-wise, gun-wise, that we kind of lose a little bit sight on you know, what's the purpose of this life is to live and enjoy it, and also to exercise the rights that we do have. There's so many videos out there, you know, politically, it drains all of us. I know it does. But that's not what this video is about. It's just to simply say thank you for your friendship. Thank you for the new friendships I've made. And I hope that I'm giving back to you guys as much as you give to me. And it may not be said or shared, or I may not personally thank you, but this is kind of a thank you to all for your friendship. And that's the best gift I think we can give each other here on YouTube, besides the thank yous and the birthday wishes or the you know, care packages that we send each other. And just know that you're among like-minded people, like-minded individuals who care about this country, who care about traditions and values. Just a little quick thing I want to share with you. I try to keep an open mind. A lot of people say or compliment me in my everyday life and just say, you're very wise for your age. You're very, you're very, you have a good vision on life, right? And not that I'm successful in a career or making lots of money, anything like that, but just as a person. And I want to credit that to the people that have been in my life, that I've been blessed to have in my life. My grandfather, my mom, my grandmother who's passed on already. Putting myself around people that are part of society, people that do good, people that impact my life, and not putting myself in a position around people that are up to no good. I had a good upbringing, and I heard something on the radio this morning because I like to listen to country gospel station. They play here on Sundays, and it's pretty neat because just a backstory. My grandparents raised me. My father passed away when I was a kid, so I've always lived with my grandparents. That's why I'm so close to my grandfather. Trying to pay it back, and they didn't go to church, but they were people of faith. My grandmother had a Catholic background. Being elderly or older, they didn't really go attend a church or attend church on a weekly basis. My grandmother would go to church every once in a while, but my grandfather really never went. He was not a church going person, but I could see he had some faith. He just didn't say it. He didn't practice it. You didn't visually see it. I just knew he had it. My grandma, on the other hand, would pray. She'd have pray the rosary. She would do what we call a Mexican prayer, I guess, for you Hispanics out there. Ever in my generation, and they may still do it, I don't know, but the whole egg thing and the broom. I won't go into that, but for you guys that know that, my grandma would do those prayers, right? And I always thought it was weird, but hey, she was my grandmother. I trusted her, right? She raised me right. So anyway, I was listening to a Gospel Sunday thing, and then I flipped it over to an XM radio, and occasionally I listen to my mind went blank. Pastor Joel. Has a church in Houston, Lakewood Church. I went there one time with some friends. It's pretty big church. You'd be surprised. Looks bigger on TV, but it's pretty big, the church. And he had a guest on there, Pastor Lee, I think. Anyway, and he had some good things, man. He was just saying all kind of just awesome things. And one of the things he said was, you can't approach an iPad life with an 8-track mindset. And I thought, it hit me. I thought, you know what? It's keeping up with the generations now, right? And we always talk about family values, traditions, and whatnot. And I thought, what he was saying was, you have to change within time. You have to keep up with the times to survive. So you can't have the mindset of your father, who may have done things a certain way, in a current iPad generation, where everything's high tech and computer. It doesn't mean that you have to lose sight or value on your old ways, because there's enough in you passed on from your father that you can still carry those values and use them in the empty pockets of life, where computer technology doesn't take place. And I thought that was a great saying. Now, he didn't say it exactly like that, but something along those lines. At least that's what I took out of it. The other thing he said was, and this is kind of off topic, was, I'll say that for another video because it goes into a whole different area. But the point is that I just want to say thank you, and just that the friendships on here have been great. Not doing this to be famous or to have a 3,000-4,000 subscriber base. And I will say this about you upcoming channels, and anyone that's under 1,000, you'll know what I'm talking about. And for you guys that have maxed out and gone to 3, 4, 5,000, look back on when you first started here on YouTube. And as you're kind of moving up in the numbers and you're thinking, man, I wish I can get to 100. I wish I can get to 200, 300, 400. I'm just a little bit over 900, and that's fine. But the smaller communities, the smaller channels are awesome. I find that the bigger your channel gets, the less likely you're able to keep up with the comments, the less likely you're able to interact with those individuals that are making those comments and videos. You get so big that it's like, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time to view videos or make comments. I hope that I don't get to that point, but I am finding that as my numbers have climbed, and again, I'm only over 900, under 1,000, and that's fine. But I find that it's getting a little bit more challenging, but I'm still able to keep up with you guys and comment and stuff like that. So anyway, great stuff here on YouTube. Pop's Quest, it was funny. I was showing my wife last night. I was like, look, I said, Pop's Quest did a VR, video response. I was telling my wife, I hadn't even seen the video yet, and so we were in the room, and I said, look, and I played it, and we were just laughing and cutting up, and I thought to myself, this is what makes YouTube awesome. This is what makes YouTube great, is being able to interact with people, to take time out of their day to say, hey, I want to do a VR to your video you did, and I hope it made you laugh. I hope you just chuckled and you're like, man, that was funny. Because that's what I want to get out of YouTube, aside from learning and other stuff here. So I'm going to cut this video. It's already going way too long, but hope you have a great Sunday. I got some work to do around the house, and God bless. Red October out. Hey everybody, Red October here today is... Hey everybody, Red October here today is May...
Yes, that was that cat, all right.